All right, guys. Welcome back to Be Sure I can't talk. Commission Reviews of Queen of Reality TV. And we are back again to talk about RTL Detroit. A lot of my people are traveling and doing their thing. So it's gonna be just you and me talking about Ready to Love. Okay. I have been really busy at work. We're doing 8 days straight, child, 10, 11 shifts. Doing you are in the position I'm in, which is fine. The holiday will be over after January, so I'm not tripping about it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be over very soon. So let's go ahead talk about today's episode, okay? Shout out to my boy, my brother Chaz, who is with his family. He'll be back next week. And let's get started. Now, I usually am not that crazy, honestly, about the exes episode or meet the friends. Everybody knows who watches me knows that this is like my least favorite. It just I don't know. I've never been a fan of it. It just is what it is. Oh my god, my queen chain that fell off of my microphone. Ugh, dang it. Is it gonna stay? No, it's not gonna stay. I'm gonna fix it some other time. Oh well, got the crown. The crown is there. That's the most important thing. Hold on. All right, there we go. The crown is. Oh, well, queen is there. Yes, see it. Period. Okay. So RTL exes. Dom first meets Cardi. I'm sorry. Dom meets Cardi's ex and Ashante and Shannon. The first thing that Ashante says is Shannon. I'm sorry that Cardi is my dog. I mean, the ex came off super aggressive, right? Now, I do understand kind of what the ex is saying. The first thing you said is, that's my dog. But if you are the ex who is trying to see if this woman is for your ex, my whole thing is you can't compare the women because he obviously has an interest in all three women for different reasons. So coming and saying immediately, oh no, something like that is not right, it's giving weird. Like, you are the ex. Why are you so aggressive? It's that I didn't understand that part about the ex. I will say that having to be being an ex and looking out for your ex coming on a reality TV show. I get it. I get it. You used to be with him, but it was so much involved. Okay. Now she questioned it just because Dom came in and said, "Hey, baby, you look good." Da da da. Like I said, everybody's gonna be handle things differently. You shouldn't look at the person the same. So she was saying that pretty much Cardi for him, sexual chemistry and all the things are very, very important. I'm like, damn, like you really put it out there on the first 5 minutes of me meeting him. And I'm like, with her, I am not about to talk about my low below area with somebody I just met 5 seconds ago. Like, period. I don't care if I'm getting to know this man, this gentleman. I'm not about to tell you all my tea. Oh, wait, hold on. My camera, my left side. No, why is it so dark here? Okay. I'm not going to tell you all of my tea because you want to know because of course that is your ex. I'm just not doing that. So I 100% agree with her with that. I just thought that was kind of weird. Okay. She said I want to focus on other aspects except, I'm just saying I want to Cardi. And that's not important. The friend jumps in, they went back and forth pretty much at this point. That is important. So she was like, okay, so is Cardi a freak? First of all, Shanti, you just saying, well, she says Cardi a freak or something like, I don't, what's happening? And she's saying sexual conversation is normal. And she's like, taking is normal. Having a period is normal. Paying your bills is normal. I was like, bro, she was eating. Okay. Let's jump to Bello and Dom. Wait, hold on. Bello, Dom. Dom meets, of course, his ex. Then Darius, who has an ex named Ashley, meets his current, not current, but the one he's interested in, Ashley. I love Ashley's hair, by the way, y'all. It's so pretty. Nicole Bello, he mentioned that he doesn't like the PDA, even though he literally kissed Dom outside the place. I think he really feels Dom. I think that for Bello, and I've talked to other cast members about this, you have one person that you are actually really interested in, but at the same time, you don't want to leave the show. So you're going to dibble and dabble and talk to other women, even though you really only have one interest. I do understand that. I get it. You want to stay on the show, but in reality, you really actually have one person that you're interested in. And I feel that's for Bello. I feel like that's Dom for him. That's really all that he actually wants. But he doesn't want to go home So he has to make sure that when the girls are talking in the back, they're all gonna say his name. Or few of them gonna say his name. That way he doesn't go home. It's smart, it's strategy, just being honest. Now, with that being said, you go around the corner, you see Darius gets a fur to Ashley. It was really cute because I thought that Darius and Ashley's chemistry is really, whether it is not going on after the fact, in this moment and in the past few weeks, it's a very organic and very passionate. I feel like not passionate like in sex or anything, but just like you see that organic chemistry there. But you'll see a different organic chemistry with him and Dom. Vince, Donna, and Ashanti. So Ashanti was popular with everybody there. I feel like. Um, mm, Donna did when the title said Donna got aggressive, right? We'll get to that a little bit. I hate that word aggressive, by the way. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, no, I hate that word. But I know it's being used. It's always used black women all the time. It's whatever. Donna really came out the gate and was like, why'd y'all break up? Why did y'all break up? I don't think Donna was asking bad questions. I don't think the ex was ready for that. And honestly, if you dated somebody that I am trying to get to know, I'm going to ask those questions like, what happened between you two? Why, excuse me. Why aren't they together anymore? That's the question, right? Um, they go back and forth because first thing that she says is, well, the reason why we broke up is because Vince likes to debate and go back and forth. Now, mind you, even though Vince did not like that she said that, the girls on this current season actually mentioned that that's something that Vince does. He goes back and forth with other people. So to me, if I'm dating or I'm sorry, getting to know Vince and I'm on the show, it's not a lie because we all have experienced that in this season so far that he likes to go back and forth and debate. I mean, this is what it is. We've seen it already. It's not like it's a lie. I'm just being honest. And so they go back and forth debate. I'm like, okay. So Donna said, literally, all you need to be quiet. You don't have to continue going back and forth with her. You just be quiet and not say anything. So I was just like, well, she's not lying. You are choosing to go back and forth with her, just like you chose to go back and forth with the women and the ladies on the show. Christina, in particular, who was no longer on the series anymore. She left. Okay, whatever. Um, I'm just saying. So this the ex girlfriend is talking to Shanti like, hey, he likes to be at home. Let's to have, home cooked meals, whatever. She was like, look, if I feel like cooking a meal, I'll cook a meal. I like to be out and about. And, when she mentioned him being a homebody and the things he wants, she was like, ew, gross. So to me, it's like Ashanti, I don't see the connection. I'm trying to find who she's having that connection with. Rich is not that person at all. Okay. Stephen and Donna, Ashanti, Lauren. Then we have Devon, Shannon, Dom, and Lauren. I'm sorry. Donna says to Devon, because I really thought the connection with Devon and Donna was really strong. I still do, but Donna was kind of coming off like with everybody today. I want to know what's going on. I feel like Donna is like, I don't have time. I'm gonna tell you how I feel. I'm going to ask these questions, and that's pretty much it. And I feel like Donna, for her, she was just kind of like zero F's given, like period. I'm just gonna tell you how I feel, but whatever. And Donna was like, "Well, 3 months to 6 months, I'm ready to move in. I'm just ready. I'm just ready." Like SpongeBob, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. And ex girlfriend is just like, and just like Devin said, that's a red flag. That's well, he said an orange flag. I was like, to me, that means that Devin is still feeling Donna, but he was thrown off by her comment about 3 months, 6 months. I want her to get married. Like like you want to get married. I'm sorry, get married. Move in with each other. But I think, like I said, I just think Donna is ready, and she's just ready, and she's just telling how she's feel. I'm ready to get into this. I don't have time for all the mess. Okay. Um. So Devin, he needs a woman pushing a little bit, move a little bit more effort, spreading himself thin. I feel like he's into experience, not just run away from it. Is what Don was saying about Devin. I would say that he's giving his all in the process. I'm okay with that. Um, Shannon, on the other hand, says, I understand the process and I experienced it, but I don't feel the same way. I don't feel like in this process that because he's seen talking to other different women, she feels very uncomfortable about it. And almost every man that talked to Shannon felt like she was insecure. I didn't feel that way before the episode. I felt like she was emotional. We're emotional people, especially after she saw her college friend, the one that she was trying to get to know, end up going home and how much it hurt her. So I felt like she was a passionate person. She's a passionate person and she feels very deeply. But in this episode, the way it was edited, I don't know. That's just how whatever. I don't want to just say that she's. I don't think she's just that way, but it just seemed like it was given insecure because of what we saw on the screen. Of course, we all know editing. We know how that goes. So I don't. I can't really say. I'm not gonna say she's insecure. Period. I'm just saying that because of what was shown, it was giving that. But again, just because of what we saw this episode, I am not going to say this young lady is completely just insecure all the way around because, like I said, she felt how she felt. Her saying that in this process, because what Don was saying was this: in this process, right? Wait a minute, what's going on with this thing? Hold on, y'all. Okay, what she's pretty much saying is, in this process, I really feel like that because Don was saying this. Yeah, I get it. I so get it, but at the same time, he's exploring, and I understand that. She pretty much said that. But what Shannon is saying, because to me, when he came in with the gifts for everyone, she felt some type of way about that. Everybody in here, please do me a favor and hit the like button. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe. Okay, I really appreciate that. What she's pretty much trying to say is, I'm not comfortable with you dating I'm sorry, talking to other people, and it's just like, girl, that's not how that works. Because how are you going to deal with? I don't know. This is a reality TV show, and the whole point of this is to get to know and to explore. Because what you were doing in your, I've said 100 times, what you were doing in your real life, okay, wasn't working for you, right? So, and then like Dom said, bro, we sitting right here, mama. You are sitting here saying, oh sorry, you're literally saying that you don't want us to talk to other girls, but yet I'm sitting right here like, what are we doing here? Dom, I really like her. I don't know. I really, really like her. She's something else, okay? But I get it. I get it. That is, oh, wait a minute. I get it. Because to me, it would be difficult for any woman to sit there and deal with watching other women talk to the dude that you actually want to holler at. I mean, it is what it is. What woman would be cool with that? Just be honest. So she's being transparent. But at the same time, her friend was looking at, I mean, his friend was looking at, like, I'm sorry, his ex was looking at like, she's super insecure. And that's just the way he saw it. And again, not really sure if that's what it was giving, but I would say editing. I like to give people the opportunity before, just go watch it on screen. I like to give people the opportunity. Am I watching? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What am I doing? This is the right one? Oh, God. Hold on, y'all. 'Cause, to me, this doesn't look like the right. Oh, I had the wrong title here. Oh, my God. Hold on, y'all. I just realized this. What happened? What am I doing? Oh, Lord. What? Hold on, y'all, because I messed up. I don't know how I did this. Hang on. Mm, this is trash. I just messed this. I see I messed this up. I don't know how. The wrong title is here. How did I do this? Oh my Lord. Hold on. I still don't get how I did this. I'm like wonder what's going on with this title. Okay. crazy. Give me a second, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to update this whole thing. I didn't even realize until I was like, wait a minute, what's going on with this live? It's not right. I'm going to switch this. Mm-mm-mm. I don't know how I did that. That's insane. That's how I know I'm doing too much. I'm sorry, y'all. Give me a moment. I got to update this picture. I gotta find. There we go. Okay. Now let me go. There we go. Yeah, I don't know what in the world I was doing when I did this. I'm trying to figure out what in the world this says. I had the wrong one. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm almost done. Just update this other live because I sorry done. I had the wrong title up there. I probably thought I was talking about the episode. There we go. Okay. I don't know what happened, y'all. I'm so sorry about that. Let me go back to where I was. I can see how this looks now. Why is this upcoming? Why does it say? I'm like a little frustrated. I'm like trying to figure out why is it that it's showing a live that's not. It's already been done already. Is there like an issue with this? Okay, let me delete this one here. Okay, everything should be good now. I'm not sure what the devil. See what I'm saying? When you work like I do, which I work a lot, I'm not gonna lie. I don't just sit at the house. I have a lot I got going on, and so I messed up and had. Okay, there we go. And then I'm gonna change this one to. Oh no, to this one. All right, Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry, y'all. This was a mess. I had to get this fixed. I'm so sorry. Why is it still showing this picture? I freaking changed it. Oh. Let me refresh the screen. Bro. Okay. I'm back. Sorry. Okay. To me, Dom, the reason why I like Dom a lot is because Dom is into the process, but at the same time, she's very open. She's open with getting to know the gentleman. She's also open to what they have to say. She's open to a lot of things. As for a woman to be on this type of show, which is very difficult, she's very, very open. The reason why I think that Shannon was having difficulty because she was not open. She was kind of claiming Devon, or maybe wanting Devon to claim her as his girl, and Devon wasn't ready for that. He wanted to immerse himself in the process and actually get something out of it because in his real life, or all of them really, he wasn't finding what he wanted out of it. So to him, it was like, look, I got to do what I have to do as far as getting to know these ladies and stuff like that. And I don't think there was anything wrong with that. I think he's doing what he's supposed to do, and that's just my opinion. Period. Okay. I just kind of I think my YouTube is tripping. I really do feel like honestly that this process wasn't for Shannon. And there's nothing wrong with that. I just think this process was not for her because I think for her, she was already be wiped up and she like Devon a lot. And then you see with the high school, college sweetheart or friend or whatever that didn't work out. I think that she was just trying to, lock it in. And honestly, it just wasn't happening. And that's was unfortunate for her. And then she even said, I'm going to take a break. I just felt really bad, to be honest. I felt really bad for her because I just think that she wanted it, but it was not. I don't think her person was there. I don't think her person was there. I just don't. Okay. Let me see. The men gathered and talked about the women, and I really feel like the most common theme of the show was Nicole's insecurity, and they spoke about it quite often. And I'm not going to say the woman's insecure overall. I'm going to say that in this episode, what was shown is that she loves hard and probably loves quickly. And I'm not saying she loved Devon, I'm saying, but she liked Devon a lot. And I just think that Devon was like, look, I'm just not ready for what you want right now. And I don't think there was anybody else there, to be fair, that's wanted what she wanted. I thought Donna might have been the one to have the conversation or maybe be the life's final day, but she wasn't, even though the whole 3 months move in. Ashante, just because she is like, I'm out and about, I'm having a good time, I'm doing my thing, right? And because Vince was like, oh, she's young and she's not ready for what I want. Not necessarily true. Just because she's out having a good time doesn't mean she's not ready to settle down. Maybe that settle down for you and settle down for her looks differently. Maybe that's what that is. I don't know. I just don't think that's because she's entertaining. 'Cause I think it's part of her business, part of her brand. She's doing her thing. I don't think it's that. And I don't think she also will not cook and clean and making something to eat, a plate of food or whatever, if that's what it looks like for her. I just think it depends. And then sometimes with women, if that man can bring it out of her, then it will happen. Sometimes the men are just not the right one to bring that for them. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that some men have to grapple with and understand that. Is this recording? Bro, what is happening? Oh my God. Oh no, it's live. I was like, I was say this thing. I was say this whole my whole thing is tripping. Yeah, I do think some men have to grapple with the idea that sometimes women are not going to do what they want to do, especially if they are not that man to bring it out of them. And I know that sounds. Some men will be like, "Oh, I don't agree with that." Some men do. Yay. You really got to look at it like that because again, there are some men who gonna be like, "Boom, da da da," and women gonna be like, "Okay, I want to give you this, that, and the third." Another man might try nothing, or maybe there's nothing that's working, and she won't do that for him. So I just want everyone to have be on the same page with me when I say that, but not being offensive to the man saying that you're not a man just because she don't want to give that to you. Maybe you're not the man for her. That's all I'm saying. Okay, that's all I'm saying. This episode to me was not pop pop pop. A little bit of pop pop and a little sizz. Nothing wrong with that. Next week's episode, I don't know the exes and the friends. Yeah, I know. Again, I'm not crazy about those episodes. They're kind of like I call those the fillers in between. To be honest, now in this episode, we get to meet Mercedes from the previous that Ready to Love as one of our friends. Did we do that before another season? I can't remember if we did or not. Y'all in the comments tell me if we had that happen before where we had a cast member from the past. I think we a cast member from the past. I think we have. I just can't remember. I'm old. So you gotta remind me if that actually is true. Okay. People should be back next week. I know Christmas is coming up, so I will be. I may do a Christmas live. I'm thinking about doing a Christmas live. Just talk to you guys, come check in with you guys and stuff like that. And if you guys not watching my food channel, my healthy channel, I'm down from 250 to 136 now. So if you're watching my healthy channel, I post all my food ingredients, even my TikTok healthy channel and my regular one, my food ingredients, things I cook. I threw down today. I made my fiance. I made him actually. I tried a fried whole Cornish hen. I made cabbage, some green. That make chopped spinach, corn on the cob, and some baked potatoes. So of course, my food, of course, is no salt. Well, I don't use salt in any of my food. I just use no salt seasoning. Of course, he adds his seasoning. But with chicken, I did use salt and stuff like that because he's not gonna play with that. Well, actually, I only use Kinder seasoning, but that's for another channel for another day. Yeah, I need to follow my other channel, Commission Reviews. Type my name in, it will come up. Trust me. Short video today, short live today because your girl got to work for the rest of the week. I'm not gonna be up until Christmas Day. I'll get off early Christmas Eve. I may do a Christmas Eve live meal. So I'm gonna make some veg lasagna. I know it sounds whatever. I'm going to a Christmas party on Saturday. That Christmas Day. So there's no point in me cooking a whole bunch because I have food frozen from Thanksgiving. So I'm just gonna do myself a little healthy lasagna and call it a day. All right, y'all. With that being said, also I still have interviews coming up for Detroit. I'll let y'all know. I don't tell you what I'm doing. I move in silence because people are haters on me. And I also have interviews with other networks as well. Coming up, probably Apple Plus and some other things that got in the works. I keep things on the cool, you know that, until it's time. And stuff coming up next year that I'm very excited about. Hopefully. All right, guys. With that being said, next week's episode, of course, another friend, meet the friends. It probably won't get spicy again, in my opinion, until after New Year. I'm really hoping that it will not be um, how do you say this? I'm hoping it's not going to be. I'm trying to find the words to it. I hope it's not going to be a break. I'm hoping to God there's not a break, but you never know. But you just never know. So, all right, y'all. With that being said, it's Commission Reviews. I'm about to get out of here. One thing I want you guys to know, and that nothing that will never change about this, I am the queen of reality TV. Don't get it twisted, and don't